So with me tonight, as we discuss the day's campaign stories and issues, are Caroline Crampton from The New Statesman. We're also joined by BuzzFeed's political reporter, Siraj Datoo. Let's start, good evening to you both, by the way. Let's start with the row that erupted over Libya following Ed Miliband's comments, and his attempt to describe how he sees the UK's place in the world compared to David Cameron's. Caroline, what was your reaction to this today?
My initial reaction was that finally we're talking about foreign affairs. Apart from a few moments in the various TV debates, there's not been an awful lot of discussion.
There never usually is, though.
There never normally is, and that's because it historically isn't something that people vote on at the ballot box. But at a time when ISIS, Islamic State and all of that's going on in the Middle East, it does feel like something we want to know about our potential leader. Where do they stand on this? Siraj,
do you think it's something that has been missing from the campaign so far?
Well, I think it's something that, you know, for the Labour Party, they haven't really been able to get any message across for the last week or so. You look at the front pages, it's all about the SNP and how they're going to prop up Labour. And actually today we're seeing Labour push forward with their own message, and you know the message about SNP has gone away. And Labour have been able to say and put forward their own stance. Here's why Ed Miliband could be a good leader, and he is, you know, talking about foreign policy, always has that, I think, kind of diplomatic, statesman-like approach to it.
Well, he's certainly got a message through today. If you don't feel he's got messages through so far, there's been a lot of reactions on social media. Let's just have a look at what Alan Cochrane had to say on Twitter from the Daily Telegraph. He writes, "Horrendous mistake by Miliband regarding Cameron on Libya, like Kinnock saying that Thatcher was glorying in slaughter regarding the Falklands War, idiotic." Mark Ferguson from Labour List writes, "Welcome to 2015, where saying that we could have done a better job on post-war Libya is spun by Tories as blaming Cameron for drownings." And Isabel Hardman from The Spectator certainly doesn't hold back. She says, "Personally not sure either party can lecture the other on foreign policy or defence, and certainly not in the way either doing today." We have to remember, Ed Miliband did vote for the airstrikes against Libya at the time.
He did, and it's a criticism I personally have of him that all his stances throughout this Parliament on foreign policy have been reactive. We've never heard a coherent vision of where he sees Britain's place in the world. It's always been, on this vote I think this, on this vote I think that, which is obviously what he was trying to articulate today. But yet again, we're looking backwards, we're looking at Libya, we're not looking ahead at what might happen in the future, and I'm not sure how well that's going to cut through.
Do you think, Siraj, that the reaction might have been different if Ed Miliband had made these comments not during a general election campaign?
Oh, definitely. My favourite part of, I think, and this is symbolic of the election campaign, is that in the morning we had Conservative ministers having a go at Ed Miliband and asking him to retract these comments before he'd even made them. You know, he's giving a speech later, and because it had been briefed out. I think the whole, you know, in election campaigns, all the parties are looking to respond to each of the party leaders and really get their own message out there first and get it to the top of the agenda. So I think that's going to be the case for the next 14 days too.
OK, let's return to Chris Mason at Westminster now.